Hey everyone, I hope your 18-day review is continuing to go well. It was great to see that for days 1 through 3, the diagnostic exam, every single person in this class got a 3 or higher on their kind of sample test. So that's wonderful to see. Now, don't make that too much of a kind of a comfort zone too. We don't know exactly how the free responses will change for this year and things of that nature. So do look at your results and think about the topics that are more important for you to study so you can be successful on your exam in May. The one thing I also do want to talk about is that WIN session. Some of you were not able to attend it, where we were logging in, making sure we have access to Blue Book, checking for the exam, and so forth. Very important, if you do not have your Blue Book set up, you have to come and see me or see one of your other AP teachers to make sure you have access to that before the day of the exam. So why don't you come and see me this week if your Blue Book is not set up. Now, I do want to show you one thing in the Blue Book, because for us, we do have a hybrid exam, which means all of your exam questions are going to be basically displayed on the computer. Now, the multiple choice, the 40 questions you have, you will answer on the computer and just click their answer. When you get to the free response section, it's really just having the questions being displayed on the screen. You're going to get a Blue Book, which is basically just going to be a packet of paper with all these lines in it. It's just blank paper, like notebook paper, and that's where you're going to do your questions. When you do write your free responses, make sure you write, number 1, if there's a part A, B, C, and D, clearly label that in the Blue Book so that the person correcting your exam knows which question you're on, if you're on part A, B, or C. The other thing, though, if I go into this test preview that I think is very important for you to see is that you will not get a paper-based formula sheet. For you guys, if I go down and pull your exam up here, your formula sheet is only going to be online. So that's going to be a little bit different to get used to. So I want to show you here, obviously, here's your multiple choice. You would just click your answers, clear as day on that one. You will have some scratch paper that you can write on. You are the only exam that is allowed to bring in a calculator. Do not forget your graphing calculator. They do not have any online tools that clearly mimic the stats features that we use on the calculator. So you need to bring your calc. Now, let's say you wanted to look at the formula sheet. Where it is right here. It's in this reference. So if you click the reference, you're going to see here are the statistics. You can do an expand all on that and just scroll down. If we bring it back together, you could just pick certain topics. If you just want to look at the, sampling distributions and inferential statistics, you're going to see this stuff all right here. So kind of get used to looking at it in that format. It's a little bit different. If you do use the tables, for example, click here over to the tables. Here's the standard normal table. They are starting out with the negative z-scores, and keep scrolling down and you will get to the positive z-scores. I think most of you hopefully are using your calculators for this, the normal CDF, and don't forget your calculator speak, but do know these references are always going to be available to you. Again, when you get to the free response section, you will be writing in your kind of the Blue Book that they give you of just the kind of notebook paper. And please do make sure to label everything properly. So that's really it on the Blue Book that I wanted to talk about. Some of your comments, by the way, when you did your diagnostic exam, someone had asked for, are there any good YouTube channels that might have some nice videos? I did find 3 different things that I thought were interesting. This one here, if you want to click on it, is the AP board is putting out additional videos. One of the videos I found is actually an author of our textbook. He is part of writing the exam, which I really love because, he wrote our textbook. He's helping to write this exam. I think we're kind of setting ourselves up nicely for that. This one here, it's the ultimate review. This individual is trying to sell you to buy his package. I don't think you need to buy his PDF documents but he has some really good videos if you want some insights, and I really like those. And then here's a 10-minute recap of just kind of Alan goes through and gives a quick high-level overview of the course that is taught and then how to expect that for the exam. So feel free to take a look at that. If we look at the deadlines that are coming up, you do have a deadline this Monday. It is going to be for topic 1, which is exploring data. That is basically chapters 1, 2, and 3. You have days 4, 5, and 6, and that deadline is going to be this coming Monday by 3 p.m. So please make sure to meet that deadline. We also then do have another deadline this week. We go into topic 2, which is designing studies. That is basically all of chapter 4. Chapter 4 is 15% of your overall exam. That is going to be days 7, 8, and 9. And the deadline for that is Thursday by 3 p.m. So we do have 2 big deadlines this week. It's, again, topics 1 and topics 2. Please let me know if there's any additional stuff that you are desiring for your review. Again, I'm more than happy to kind of dig around and see what I can find and to get you what you need. And again, please take a look at the Blue Book and get yourself familiar with just kind of clicking through. They do have a full length exam that you can try. I'm not allowed to access it because I'm not a student, but you can try it. It's going to time you and it'll score you. So that's actually a pretty neat feature that you might be interested in trying to do. So have yourself a great week. Again, let me know how I can help you out. And we are on the right track to be successful on this exam on May 8th. I know that you guys are all putting in a lot of good work, and you've done a lot of good work this year to get you to be very successful on Thursday's exam on May 8th. See you soon. Bye.